Top 6 nutritions to prevent leg cramps in seniors. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a sharp cramp in your leg? That sudden jolt of pain that makes you question all your life choices? Well, you're not alone, and more importantly, it's not random. Leg cramps, especially in older adults, often have a root cause and a solution. And no, it's not just about drinking more water. In this video, we'll break down the 6 powerful nutrients that your body might be silently begging for. Nutrients that not only prevent leg cramps, but also strengthen your muscles, improve circulation, and support longevity. Stick around, because the #1 nutrient on the list is often overlooked, yet it might be the key to keeping you mobile and pain-free well into your 80s. Let's start with one of the most underrated minerals when it comes to muscle health, magnesium, often referred to by healthcare professionals as the muscle whisperer. Why? Because magnesium plays a critical role in muscle relaxation. Without it, your muscles stay in a constant state of contraction, which is a major reason cramps occur, especially at night. Magnesium acts as a gatekeeper for calcium, another key mineral we'll get to shortly. While calcium contracts the muscles, magnesium allows them to relax. This balance is essential for smooth, cramp-free function. Now here's the catch. As we age, our body's ability to absorb magnesium decreases, and at the same time, many older adults are unknowingly depleting magnesium due to medications like diuretics, acid reducers, and even certain heart medications. A study published in the journal Magnesium Research found that over 60% of Americans, particularly older adults, are deficient in magnesium. That's a huge number, and one that could explain those frustrating nighttime spasms in your legs. So where can you get this mineral naturally? Look to pumpkin seeds, spinach, black beans, almonds, and even dark chocolate. Yes, you heard that right. And if you're still not meeting your needs through food, consider a supplement like magnesium glycinate, which is easy on the stomach and highly bioavailable. A simple magnesium-rich snack in the evening might just be your ticket to cramp-free sleep. Number 2, potassium. Let's shift gears to another muscle-loving mineral, potassium, the electrolyte equalizer. If magnesium is the whisperer, then potassium is the electrician, making sure your muscle and nerve cells are properly wired and communicating. Potassium is essential for maintaining proper nerve transmission and muscle contraction, especially in your legs, where the muscles are larger and more prone to fatigue and spasms. Here's a key fact. When your potassium levels are low, the electrical impulses in your muscles misfire, which can lead to those intense, sudden cramps that seem to come out of nowhere. This is especially relevant for older adults because potassium is commonly lost through medications, particularly diuretics, which are frequently prescribed for high blood pressure and heart conditions. These medications flush out sodium and water, but they also deplete potassium, often without warning. Now, when we think of potassium, most people think of bananas. Sure, they're a good source, but sweet potatoes, avocados, coconut water, white beans, and spinach all pack even more potassium per serving, and with fewer sugars than a banana. And for those managing blood sugar or weight, these are better, more balanced choices. It's worth noting that if you have kidney disease or impaired kidney function, potassium supplementation should only be done under medical supervision. Too much potassium can be just as dangerous as too little. But for most healthy seniors, increasing potassium through food is a powerful and safe way to support muscle health. Now, potassium helps your muscles fire, but how do you make sure they contract and release at the right time? That's where the next mineral enters, one that often steals the spotlight for bone health, but is absolutely crucial for muscles too. Calcium. When most people think of calcium, they picture strong bones and teeth. And while that's true, calcium also moonlights as the contraction commander for your muscles. It's the spark that triggers each muscle fiber to contract. Every time you move your leg, take a step, or even shift your weight while sitting, calcium is in charge of making that happen. But here's the twist. While magnesium helps muscles relax, calcium helps them contract. The two work in a delicate dance, and an imbalance, especially too little calcium, can lead to erratic, painful muscle movements. In older adults, calcium deficiency is surprisingly common, especially among postmenopausal women and those who avoid dairy due to lactose intolerance. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium decreases, and if you're not getting enough through diet, your body pulls it from bones, weakening bone density and increasing the risk of both cramps and fractures. Now, before you reach for a glass of milk, consider that many high-calcium foods aren't dairy-based. Canned sardines with bones, tofu, fortified plant-based milks, almonds, kale, and bok choy are excellent sources. And don't forget, without enough vitamin D, your body won't absorb calcium efficiently, leading us to the next crucial nutrient on our list. Stick around because the next vitamin works quietly behind the scenes. Yet without it, your body's calcium is basically useless. Vitamin. Welcome to the powerhouse that often hides in plain sight, vitamin D, also known as the calcium gatekeeper. Without sufficient vitamin D, your intestines can only absorb about 10 to 15% of the calcium you consume. With adequate vitamin D, that number jumps to 40% or more. That's a game changer, especially for muscle function and cramp prevention. Vitamin D also plays a direct role in muscle strength and coordination. Several clinical trials have shown that seniors with low vitamin D levels are at a much higher risk of falls, muscle weakness, and you guessed it, cramps. One study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that supplementing vitamin D in older adults significantly reduced muscle pain and nighttime cramping. Now here's where it gets tricky. Our main source of vitamin D is sunlight, but older adults produce less vitamin D from the same amount of sun exposure than younger people. Add in the fact that many of us spend more time indoors and wear sunscreen outside, for good reason, and deficiencies become almost inevitable. Food sources of vitamin D include fatty fish like salmon, egg yolks, mushrooms exposed to sunlight, and fortified foods like cereals or plant-based milks. But if you're low, food alone likely won't cut it. Most experts recommend a daily supplement of 1,000 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D3, though always check with your doctor for personalized advice. So now we've tackled the muscle movers and shakers, but what if the real issue is in your bloodstream? There's a powerful nutrient up next that governs oxygen flow to your muscles, and without it, your legs may feel like they're made of lead. Number 5. Iron. Now let's talk about iron, the unsung hero responsible for fueling your muscles with oxygen. Think of iron as the delivery driver for your bloodstream. It transports oxygen via hemoglobin in red blood cells and delivers it straight to your tissues, including your hard-working leg muscles. Why does this matter for leg cramps? Because muscles that don't receive enough oxygen fatigue quickly, and tired muscles are more prone to spasms and cramping, especially during movement or at night when circulation slows down. Low iron can also lead to restless leg syndrome, a condition that mimics cramping and discomfort, often making sleep a nightly struggle. Iron deficiency is especially common in older adults, partly due to reduced stomach acid, which helps absorb iron, poor appetite, or underlying gastrointestinal issues. And here's the kicker. Many people are iron deficient without even realizing it, because fatigue and leg discomfort are often chalked up to just getting older. So, what are the best sources of iron? Heme iron from animal products, like red meat, liver, poultry, and shellfish, is the most absorbable form. Plant-based sources like lentils, spinach, tofu, and quinoa are also great, but they need a little help. Pair them with vitamin C-rich foods like bell peppers, oranges, or tomatoes to boost absorption by up to 300%. And number 6, B vitamin. Welcome to the most underrated yet essential class of nutrients for leg health. B vitamins, especially B1 thiamine, B6 pyridoxine, B12 cobalamin, and folate. Think of these as the nervous system's bodyguards. They protect your nerve endings, enhance communication between brain and muscle, and support blood flow. Let's zoom in. Vitamin B12 deficiency is alarmingly common in adults over 50. That's because as we age, our stomach produces less acid, which is necessary for absorbing B12 from food. The result? Numbness, tingling, burning sensations, and muscle cramps, all signs your nerves aren't firing correctly. B vitamins also play a role in reducing inflammation and supporting energy production at the cellular level. Without them, muscles are slow to respond, nerves miscommunicate, and leg cramps become more frequent. You can find B vitamins in a variety of foods: eggs, dairy, whole grains, leafy greens, legumes, and meats like beef and poultry. Vegans and vegetarians in particular should monitor B12 intake closely, as it's mostly found in animal products. If you've been feeling unusually tired, foggy, or experiencing nerve-related leg symptoms, don't dismiss it. Get your B12 and folate levels tested. Supplementing with a B complex may be a simple, effective way to protect your muscles and nerves long-term. Pair these nutrients with daily hydration, light stretching, walking, and strength training tailored to your fitness level. Also, pay attention to medications that may deplete these nutrients. Talk with your healthcare provider to adjust or supplement as needed. Here's a humorous thought to leave you with. If your muscles could talk, they'd probably say, "Feed me nutrients, not pain." So let's start listening. Before you go, if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about, especially a parent, grandparent, or friend who's been battling those nightly leg cramps. And don't forget to check the description below for a free guide to leg health, plus my recommended food list and supplement chart for seniors. Remember, healthy legs are happy legs. Until next time, stay strong, stay nourished, and keep moving forward.